What struck me as interesting is, when you said there are people decision failures that any business leader goes through in the arc of his career. And I want you to talk a little bit about that, because I think that doesn't get enough attention, right, when we talk about this.
So yes, I would say that people are the most important part in any organization, and they are any organization's biggest asset. And I have spent personally a lot of time in culture building, in grooming talent, in getting the right people on board. So I'm going back again in 90s where Marico was formed, and we had a new team when Marico began operations, and they were all heading each function over a period of time. So we had an operations head, we had a finance head, we had a HR head, and they were with me for almost 10-12 years, and at some stage they started feeling that they need to expand their role, or they need to do something differently. They were getting tired, and I said that I have to retain them. So can I change the organization structure and give them newer responsibility? So I created a structure where we divided the company into two different profit centers, what we call healthcare and nature care. We put the operations head in nature care, we put the finance head in healthcare, we put the HR head in sales.
Did it
didn't
work?
work out well because it was more people first and the organization later, and I was trying to force fit people, keeping them happy, retain them, and it was premature from an organizational point of view because we didn't have critical mass, and it didn't do well, and we had to disband that structure and go back to our earlier functional structure.
Did they stay with you?
No, I think they left then because
when you did the restructuring.
Yeah, because then what role would they have? Again, they would not have gone back to their old roles. And by then I had already taken another finance head and another HR head, so they left over a period of time.
Okay, so key learning from that is try and stick to core strengths of every function and task.
I would say the organization's interests come first, and I have seen this many times. You have a conflict between promoter and the organization, and similarly some very good employee who has done extremely well for you, you're really indebted to that person for the contribution that person has made, but at some stage in the organization's journey that person is not able to live up to the challenges of the job or the growth challenges or whatever newer challenges. And many times there's a guilt feeling amongst entrepreneurs that how can you ask that person to go? But if you have that thumb rule of the organization's interests come first, then it's better to dispense with that person in a humane manner. I'm not saying ask that person to go. In a humane manner so that the organization's interests are taken care of first.